Hey guys, Novaexplosion. Welcome to Metaphor ReFantazio. We're playing ReFantazio again. 26? This is me. I finished Ease 10 like 30 minutes ago. So now we're gonna finish another game. If I remember... Okay, now my muscle memory is gonna affect me. I keep pressing the touchpad to open the map, but that's how you do it in Ease. Not this game. You press R1 in this game. So we have 3 more humans to go beat up. And after we beat up said humans, we will just fight Luis. Now, I'll admit, I was trying to go for a super long stream last time, so I was definitely like skipping a lot of crystals and enemies, but now that I've only been streaming for like 2 hours basically, I'm still gonna skip most of these humans. Because I still feel like, why fight these humans that we fought the entire game? But I'll be a little more like, okay, I'll defeat this crystal. Also, I won't be as like, you know, because I was actually like really hungry at this point last stream. So maybe now I'm on a full stomach here. So, you know, I won't be as like hasty with finishing the game. Because there was just a lot more game to go.
I can feel my power growing.
Like now I'm willing to attack these crystals and get a few extra Magla points. Yeah, push through. You're having tiramisu? I never tried tiramisu. I hear good things about it though. Never actually tried it though. Not sure if it'd be for me though. No, stay back. I still feel like fighting these humans is like irrelevant. Like why bother? Metaphor has a really big enemy reuse problem, and this dungeon kind of just like adds on to that fact. Like, I still don't feel like fighting these humans we've been fighting for the entire game.
There they are.
Dragon Quest 3 is the only game besides Fantasia since you're recording the rest of Heroes? Oh yeah, I have to grind in Heroes, and then I'm gonna record like super bosses and the last side quest. Yeah, it's just Dragon Quest 3.
Ready?
I'm gonna have to start something new like next week or something, because, you know, I'm gonna get my fair share of Fantasian, and then after that, we'll start something new. Maybe that Pokemon game. I still have to calculate the votes and see which one I'm gonna do.
Please take care.
But yeah, we're gonna get back to Dragon Quest 3 tomorrow, since we're finishing Metaphor right now.
No, then.
Which is really why I wanted to finish the game on Saturday. Looks like we got a crystal here too. Let's shatter it and cut off the Magla. Careful though, you know there will be a human just waiting to...
Keep your wits about you.
Speak of the devil, brace yourselves, it's upon us. Also, maybe I'll be less impatient with these humans. I was also getting impatient while fighting these humans. That shadowy hand, I'm sure of it. It's the same human that attacked my village. Ah, this is the Virga Island threat. The parasite stuck to your dragon god then, it's already overstayed its welcome. We've beaten it once already, haven't we? Let's get this over with. Yeah, this is the Virga Island one. This one was annoying, wasn't it? This is the one that, like, gave itself immunity and you had to, like, wear it off. I think I hated this one. Rancor. I got its speed down, though.
I've got just the dance for you, Master Dancer.
Master Dancer. Okay, who is next? You're next. You have light.
I call upon a royal soul.
Oh yeah, you have hyper now. I think that really good accessory is on you, the one that lets you act twice. But I probably just want to like royal slash, don't I? Oh baby, that damage.
We can do this. Falling back.
Now I'm gonna hyper. Yeah, I think I was fighting, when I was fighting those 3 humans, I was like getting a little impatient. I was like honestly a little annoyed, but not. I think I was taking it a little hard on the game. I think I was just streaming for over 5 hours and I was like, man, we have so much game to go. So the best thing to do was definitely like, hey, let's just do another stream of Metaphor, because I was really determined to finish it on Saturday. But like the best thing to do was definitely to like come back to it later.
Let us clean up this mess.
I can hit you with fire. You block wind now. Oh, don't you like use an element and then I hit you with the opposite element? There's a gimmick to this fight, but I don't remember it.
On me, we go together. Face me.
I'm just gonna keep lowering your speed if it's all the same to you. Okay, yeah, now he blocks dark. I think now it's only one thing that works. Well, fire works, so let's, yeah, burn you. Get those buff effects out of here. You're getting annoyed, but it also didn't help that you realized there were more than 3. Yeah, that's the point. I think I was, this dungeon isn't as bad as I made it out to be, basically. I'm still not really, I don't think it's, like, bad. I don't think it's, like, I don't know. It's cool looking. I still wouldn't say I like it, but, like, I don't think it's as bad as I was making it out to be. I think I was just really, like, oh, I want to finish the game. So I think I was I was getting a little more annoyed than I should have. But I was, like, over 5 hours of streaming, and I was, like, ready to get something to eat.
You better be ready.
So I blame that, mostly. He blocks... There's definitely some gimmick here that I'm not remembering. This fight felt so long ago. Toxic Stalker. Good dodge, though. Easy Beast Insight.
Looks like slash attacks won't do much.
I think it, like, uses an element, and then you have to, like, hit it with said element. I really don't remember how this goes.
No favor, if I may.
Watch me.
Watch me.
This might
Give you a
save
fire
my
weakness.
job, Judah.
Surely that'll work.
Weak to something new.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep using Royal Slash, and we'll be fine. I feel like this part of the game is designed for Prince. With these humans. Lower your attack and defense. But yeah, now I'm in a much better mood. So hopefully I can, like, you know, be more forgiving with this part of the game. Okay, I probably gotta hit you. You reach the fire now. Or I think it's like what element you use is what I hit you with? Or the opposite? It's something like that.
Then I leave it to you.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna take advantage of this fire weakness, and we'll see what happens after I use it. Yeah, easy 900.
Don't let up now,
We can do this.
Okay, it blocks fire. So let me try using ice.
We gotta rethink.
Actually, what I should do is switch out Basilio and have someone here use ice. Oh, and you have Almighty. Maybe that'll help. You have ice on you? Unfortunately, you don't. I think I'm really lacking ice. Well, let's get Yufa in.
fight.
I still think she'll be more helpful than Basilio. And now I can do this because your defense is lower. Oh no, I think you wore it off or something.
Everyone is counting on me. Let us combine our powers.
To stream strike damage. Yeah, I probably just want to use Summon Tyrant, don't I?
I can do this.
Oh, you do have ice. Hold up, I want to see if this works. I was looking at your synthesis skills. Get him, Jack Frost. Yeah, okay, you hit it with the opposite element. I understand how this works now.
I'll show you.
Let's just make you weak to fire again.
For the weak spot.
Okay, I understand how this fight works.
Now they're weak.
You hit it with the element that opposes the element it uses. Or, like, the opposite of its flames. So now it's lightning I hit it with. Because it's going to use wind. Or basically, the flames determine what element it will use. You hit the opposite. This is like an FF10 boss in all its glory.
Let's work together.
What if I just do Royal Sword?
Forward.
I mean, regardless, the Prince is doing so much damage that, like, we don't need to play this strategically. Like, I can just, like, keep doing this and I'll win.
It's okay. We can do this. Come forth.
I can do
Royal
this.
Soul.
Royal Slash. It's getting low.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
I still wouldn't say I'm a fan of, like, hey, you have to fight these humans again, because I feel like Metaphor already has a big
Then
problem.
is it working?
Metaphor already has a big problem of enemy reuse. So I wouldn't say I'm still not really a fan of this. But I definitely don't think it's bad. I could have done without it, though. If that makes sense. I could have done without these human refights. Especially 6 of them. Oh, thanks for the foresight. Also, what's this in message? I wanna keep up with chat. I expect stream to be maybe 3 hours. Surely no more than 3 hours, right? I could be wrong, but I hope not. When you get to level up in the overworld, considering you distribute a stat point, does that get stored or distributed randomly? Hope stored. Oh, it gets stored. I think I said this. You probably weren't. You either didn't hear me or you weren't at the stream. I figured out that when you level up on the overworld, the point just stays in your inventory and you can use it willingly. You have to go to the stats screen. You have to go to the stats screen or wait for him to level up again and your point is saved. So, which is really good game design. I have to use lightning on you.
A favor, if I may.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Good job, Juna.
I will fight with
Now
pride.
they're weak.
Prince. Alright, Galaga giving me that foresight is a really good sign.
This is the power said summoner.
Power said to belong to a
Come
priestess.
forth now.
Also, I might try to get Hyper on Yufa because I have a lot of Magla and I have all the royal archetypes if I'm not mistaken.
Yufa hit their
Be
weakness.
neither timid nor arrogant. Now accept your fate.
Let's do
Then again,
a heal probably. You realize this thing isn't a threat, by the way. It's actually just like, this thing has not put me in a single position where I'm dying, like at all.
this should work.
It just takes a bit of work to damage. Man, I'm glad I didn't do this one last stream. I would have hated this one. I hated the worm.
Show you.
The worm was definitely a bad one to do.
Going for the
But this
weak
one would have been second worst. Just because of the gimmick here. It takes so long. Oh no, reversal prayer. I'm gonna kill you this turn though. Yeah, I figured that out really late, Raptor. Like incredibly late.
Go. This is it.
There were times I played this game.
Tough break.
There were times I played this game. Nice crit. There were times I played this game and I was like, why do I have 2 points all of a sudden? And the reason why is because I got to level up in the overworld. So yeah, you can either wait until you level up. Well, that's what I did for most of the game because I didn't know the game was storing a point for the overworld. So every now and then I'd be like, why do I have 2 points all of a sudden? And that's why.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Wait, I got a Leaf of Light? Oh, the Leaf of Lights are the second ones. I thought it was a jeweled root. Let's just, no, let's buff our strength. I think I said we're gonna buff strength because we're using a lot of royal attacks. By the way, I haven't said this. I kind of hate that these royal moves are based on physical attack. I think that's mostly unfortunate just because I'm a magic character. And that's it, the deed is done. I can't help but remember the day I took Dracodius in hand and truly protected my village for the first time. You chose to live and fight for your village instead of clinging to the ease of martyrdom. Indeed, you showed yourself to be an admirable priestess.
I won't stop.
Now that I've been on this journey with you all, I know I made the right choice. I'm so glad I had the chance to see the world beyond me. To ever reject others and close your eyes is the protection of a kind. You never see what you do not wish, but you also never see the beauty of the unknown.
Yes.
Perhaps that's what the Archetype's power is to me. It's the power to open my eyes and confront an unknown world. So even if it's flawed or full of all kinds of problems, really, I don't want to fight I don't want Luis to destroy the world I've come to know. I mean, who does? Yufa's got the right idea. No world deserves to be destroyed.
Then.
Now let's knock out that crystal. Go for it. I'm on it. The Magla in the area is weakened. Luis's magic should have been weakened as well. Never hurts to weaken the enemy's power. Let's find and destroy the other crystals as well. What was I gonna say? Oh my word, what was that? There was a Nocturne fight in the final dungeon that I hated. Was it Isamu's? What Tower of Kagatsuchi fight did I really hate? Oh, what was it? There was a fight in Nocturne and Tower of Kagatsuchi that I actually hated. You were like on a timer, essentially. Was it Isamu's? I don't remember.
This
I haven't played Nocturne since like 2021.
simply amazing.
Well then. What now?
I forget which one it was. I have not played that game in a while. If I'm ever gonna like, when I think of replaying SMT games, Nocturne is probably gonna be the first one I do. Like, Nocturne is absolutely going to be the SMT game I replay first. When I get to that point. I feel like I'm not at the point where I'm on the replay. I want to at least play Apocalypse and maybe Digital Devil Saga before I start thinking of replaying SMT games. When I start thinking of replaying, the first ones that come to mind are either Nocturne or Overclocked. But even then, I think it's Nocturne because it's been such a... It's been 3 years. Which isn't even that long, but...
How's that?
You know, I think it's been the longest since I played it because that was my first SMT game.
Hold our ground.
Stupid fish. I still don't want to fight these enemies. I just don't. Like, Metaphor already has an enemy reuse, and I'm not sure if I like the game just being like, hey, have a bunch of high-level humans in this final dungeon. I mean, you can avoid them easily, but like, you know.
Charging in. Let's push through.
Stop. I also hate these crystal runes because there's way too many enemies. And I have to just do one attack, then dodge. I'm getting jewel brutes from these also, which is why I'm doing them.
Right there.
And again, now that I'm not on a time crunch, I'm fine with spending a bit more time with the Tyrant Star.
Time for some close combat. Charging in.
There we go.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah, I'm getting jeweled roots and Leaf of Lights.
I can feel the power coursing through me.
It might have been Isamu. It was one of the god forms of the characters that I didn't like fighting. I think it was Isamu. I sided with Chiaka, that's her name? I sided with her, so it couldn't have been her. It was probably Isamu, though. I really hated that fight. But I feel like that's a fight. I think, like you're saying, if you know the fight, it's not as bad. I think going in blind and not knowing what to expect, I think it's a lot worse.
See ya.
Remain vigilant.
Right there.
I kill this thing. I hate these skeletons. Man, I hate a lot of enemies in this game. I love Metaphor, but it definitely has its annoying moments.
Forward.
I mean, what game doesn't?
Safe. The crystal is no more.
We'll talk about. I'll go super in depth with this game. Like, we're gonna talk a lot about Metaphor today when I finish it. But like, this is shaping up to be like one of, if not my favorite, like Atlas RPGs or like SMT. Because this is basically an SMT game. It's a mix of SMT and Persona. This is shaping up to be like my favorite, or like undoubtedly top.
That was the last.
It is very good. It has its little shortcomings. But like, I really like it. I really like this game. Okay, I think this is the file. This is the file I'm keeping for the dragons, because I'm going to go back to them on my own time because I didn't like the way the dragons were structured. Yeah, so I want to save over this one. Wait. Honestly, I'm just going to save over this one. I have not had any video corruption issues, knock on wood. Alright, how many hero items do I have? I have 17 jewel brutes. Yufa, let's try to get you hyper. Since we're getting a good... yeah, we have 42k Magla. Well, chat, this is probably where you can, like, grind the Magla you need. I think I'm less harsh on the... I still wish Magla rates were a little bit increased, or less, like, archetypes were less expensive. But I guess this is your chance to, like, grind Magla. Because Nurus can heal you for free. You can buy items. There's a ton of crystals and humans to fight. I guess this is our chance to grind Magla. Oh, you already have Hyper. I guess I just inherited then. So I guess now we're just using our Magla to inherit skills, because we're at the point where I have all of them, right? Where are you, Hyper? Where are you? Yeah, like 16k to inherit Hyper is insane. I also want to try mastering these royal archetypes, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do it if I don't use these items. So I might use some of these jewel brutes on the royal archetypes. Yeah, more slash damage is nice. Like, what else am I using these for, you know? Again, I'm not in as much of a rush to finish the game anymore, so I'm spending more time here. Royal Thief, yeah. Get you Royal Thief. Alright. Build up more by fighting those gems. You're already at 12. I'm not worried about you because we had Junis for a while. Harvest God? That's insane. That is cracked. Oh, you're gonna get the Modified Dragon God. No big deal. And Basilio. I don't think I really care about getting people inherited skills as much, but you know, might as well get the Magla. Alright, let's go get these other humans. I don't want to distract too much. We don't need too much grinding, but any crystal I see, I will fight it. I'm not going to fight any of these humans. I don't feel like doing, like, turn-based battles right now, because I'm trying to save my MP, even though we can heal. And also, like, there's probably going to be a good bit at the end, so I don't want to stay here too long. Surely the stuff with Luis will be a while. And maybe there's like an epilogue or something.
Very impressive.
I want to leave a lot of time for the end of the game, but I also don't mind spending a bit of time here. Not like we need much. It would be nice to master the royal archetypes, but I'm not really like crazy about it. We don't have to. It would be nice to master like a few of them though. Just to say we did.
Ready?
Let's go!